We're both cat fans. We're big
got
cat
cats,
cat guys.
Yeah, he's got 2 cats. He's comparing himself to my guy here. Come on, man.
I help save cats occasionally.
I do too. I got 2 new ones now. I was trying to find homes for them. Now I got 2 more fucking cats.
You
2
do
more, he says. That's
Wow.
your total number of cats.
What's
is
the
what
cat
he,
count now?
What he just got on.
It's
like,
at 5.
on a
It had
Tuesday.
gone up to 7.
Yeah.
Then one was like a neighborhood cat we were taking care of who moved away, actually. Was like taken away.
Right.
Then 3 of them have died in the past whatever for 4 or 5 years. It's okay. It's part of life. So then we were down to 3, and then someone dropped off 4 at our doorstep. Neighborhood guy who does a lot of cat rescue was like, "Can I keep these here like until we do the adoption event to get them vaccinated?" And so I drove them to get vaccinated and fixed and all that. And then 2 of them got adopted pretty quickly, and then the other 2, just as time ticked by, you just start to go, "Oh, I think these are my cats now."
Yeah, sure.
So now we're back up to 5.
Wow.
They're beautiful creatures, cats.
Little carrot tops, these new ones.
But I'm gonna be in trouble because I did a
Orange
podcast.
cats.
Do you ever go home from a podcast and you go, "Oh, I wish I didn't say that thing. People aren't gonna like it."
I think every day.
Yeah.
So
whichever week.
that's how I
And then
live.
they're like, we don't. You're right. We hated that.
They don't.
Oh, it's actually much worse than you thought. You thought we just didn't like it?
Well,
You will be paying for this.
I did the Stores podcast recently.
Oh,
we
I
can
guess
plug
it
it.
on-
It hasn't come out.
I guess it on the Stores podcast as well.
But we covered, and I mean,
Haven't gotten asked
I'll
here.
spoil them. They'll probably be mad. We did Petco, and I said that I had been warned that once you have children, your relationship to your cats changes to where they're a little bit more like, "Get these fucking things out of my face."
Really?
And I love them, because they are my pets, and I've cared for them and all that. But there are so many more moments of the day where you're like, "Oh, this too."
Oh, no.
Do you find that, Hayes?
Yeah, because they are mushing their face into your face. Bath time in our house is actually the worst because I'm like trying to navigate.
Are you talking about cats or children? I'm confused.
That's so interesting that you say that. We're actually talking about both cats and children.
Okay,
We're
all
talking
right.
about the combination of them.
of having a child and a cat.
I
So
don't know.
you're
I-
actually right on by invoking both children
Well, when
and cats.
when you were saying that they were mushing their face into your face, I didn't know if you meant children. And then when you said bath time, I assumed
the
children.
cats are doing that. So you're trying to do something else. Cats get in front of whatever the thing is that you're like trying to do. In my experience, if you're reading a book, they'll sit on the book.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, and if you're
Yeah.
eating, they'll
You
be
know what I
like,
say?
even if they don't want the food, they want to have their face like in the plate where the food is to be like, is there anything here I could enjoy?
And when it's just cats in the house, you're like, oh yeah, this is so much better than just like the book,
Being
or the
alone
food.
or
Like,
having
get
a
in
book,
here.
yeah.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yeah.
But now with
Families.
something you're trying to do that is like sometimes precarious and slippery or whatever, and they're like, how about I get in the mix here?
What if I was weaving in and out of your ankles while you were like
that-
trying to carry a child?
Stairs. You're just like,
Yeah.
you want to kick
like-
it. Yes.
Well, good. So I'm bringing
You know
up
what?
something I did on a smaller podcast no one was going to hear. I said something that I regretted saying because I was like, animal lovers will be mad at me, and now I've just put it on a much bigger platform. But I've wrote Taze into it.
We can delete this too if you'd like.
I don't. Do you think animal lovers would be mad at you? I think you're just being you're being candid. You're still like loving cat parents.
Just to bring it,
You care for cats so
yeah,
much.
just talking about the complicated relationship with them.
like
It changes.
to lose some other people on the other side of the spectrum. The other side of the coin is there's a certain amount of your kids getting bitten that you just accept.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's just like up to a point, like once a month, I feel like my kid could just get a skin breaking bite or
Wow.
scratch from
a little scratch
from one of the
a
cats.
scratch more common, I think, but it'll be like they'll be going to touch the cat or bother the cat when the cat wants to be left alone.
As
You'll
long
be
as
like,
it's
no,
like-
don't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
learning
this is how we
experience.
learn not to do that.
Yeah, that's a good learning experience for children, I believe. A part of the reason I'm not a big reader is because every time I do get out a book, the cats will sit on them. I'll just say, "Go, do your thing," and I'll
That's
kind
gotta
of
be it.
I'll
Yeah,
drop,
that's gotta be
I'll
it,
drop the
Mitch.
book.
Put
Yeah.
down this copy of James.
I'm
Joyce's
sitting across from you.
Ulysses.
First of all, I hear
Otherwise,
you
this
say
guy would
you're
be
not a big reader,
voracious.
and I just about fell off the couch. I said, well, there's got to be some kind of explanation for this. Like,
well, the
there's got to
cat
be
thing
some
now, I'm
other-
piecing it together myself.
Yeah.
The cat.
There had
with
to be a third
cats.
party involved that was
Right.
stopping you. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they'll get on your book. But look, I haven't had a child, and probably this is also part of the reason I haven't had a child, is that I like my relationship with my cats.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't want that to change too much. I still am kissing them, and if they're getting in my face, I am very much loving it. They've been very sweet lately, but
Yeah.
Wally did. He scratched me the other day. He broke skin. He was
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I was playing around with him a little too much.
I was going to say I had a paralyzing fear of dogs for most of my childhood because one of my earliest memories, I was 3 years old. I was at my brother's friend's house, and there was a dog there, and I said, "Doggy," and she ran up and bit me on the face.
Oh.
Basically, it just a bite mark from underneath my eye all the way down to like the corner of my mouth.
Oh my God.
And just this huge like bloody gash opened up. And
I'm actually surprised when you said doggy right now that Jemmy didn't do the same thing to you. It's very
then-
off-putting.
and
I
then
almost did it.
and then my dad got his camera and took a picture.
Wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
which I think
To
was
document it?
I think it was to document it for the ER, but it did feel like it was kind of like, yeah, I gotta
I
get a picture
gotta
of this.
get
Yeah.
And this wasn't a time when you had a phone that you could just take a picture
No.
easily. It was a process to go and
Yes,
get
yeah.
the camera.
Wags,
yeah.
I have one team to exclude to write off your NFL list, the Browns. You do not want to be a Browns fan.
What is that?
The dog pound. They have a bunch of
the dog
yes.
pound. Well, no, I love
Never,
that.
you could have given me 100 years.
Yeah.